Okay. Great to talk to you again. Um, I just have to ask this because I know you spent a lot of time in North Carolina and
Yes.
in Boone also.
Yep.
So a little while ago, I was talking to you about peculiar UFO um, craft thing. You know, it was a morphing thing,
Hmm.
and it was hard to describe, and it was changing a lot, and we talked about it. And of course, we got down to the fact that we need to really look at who is it behind that thing, and that was the main point. But
Hmm.
it's coming up again. The reason is because I'm guessing that you probably are familiar with something in North Carolina called the Brown Mountain Lights.
Oh, oh yeah, yeah. I've been there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've hiked that
So
whole gorge and all those mountains and Linville Gorge Wilderness and yep.
yeah. So the reason I'm bringing it up and mentioning the morphing thing again is that just a little while ago we had a couple people, three people from our group went out there to that area and to do some CE5. And I'll be doggone, they saw a thing and
Hmm.
they got video of it.
Oh,
Um,
cool.
yeah, but I'll be doggone again. Turns out that it looks like almost identical to the videos that we have from our CE5 events.
Ah, well, you should do a quick collage of them and send them. I'll look at them. How far away was the object or the light?
Well, the one in our videos, they look pretty small, but if you can enlarge them and they look, you know, if you enlarge enough, you can see them pretty good. His
Uh-huh.
stuff are pretty small, but if you enlarge them, they look, there's something to see. And he
Mhm.
said, the one guy said that he saw them really close up. He didn't get it on video when it was that close, but he saw it quite close up. So
Well,
it's all looking like almost like this is all the same thing. And we have more than one video of this thing. It's just a curiosity, I guess. But having a little experience with it, maybe
is
that
it
can be.
interactive with the thoughts and the
Yes,
intentions of people? Hmm.
yes, very
Yeah.
much so.
Yeah. See, that's what you look for. So there
We
could be technically you could have all kinds of piezoelectric and other phenomenon, but if it's interactive and is correlates with consciousness and thought and intention, then that's different. And
yeah.
that's what you really want to always test when something like that starts happening.
When we first had it, it appeared in the sky, and we didn't even know it until we saw the
Mhm.
video afterward. But I was
Right.
doing this simple guided meditation. I said, now I want you to imagine a burning coal, like in a
Mhm.
fire. And
Mhm.
exactly as I said that, this thing appeared in the sky and danced around during the meditation. It was really kind of crazy.
Was it reddish orange?
Yes. Well,
Mhm.
ours was white, but then we saw it again. Another guy in our group had to come by his house, and it was reddish orange.
Mhm.
The one out there by the mountain was reddish orange.
Mhm.
And it changes like this. It just
Yeah,
all
they're almost
sorts of
like a
stuff.
plasma. Well, that's kind of like a conscious plasma form. And I've seen those before. I was at the Outer Banks a few years ago and I had one very low come right over us at night, right across the Milky Way.
Probably just
And
floating by, right? It's
and but I was there doing a teaching thing and meditating, and it was near, it was like where Nags Head is on the Outer Banks in North Carolina. And we used to take a group there every year till they set up they framed me up and tried to put me in prison for 3 years for meditating on the beach.
right.
But so I haven't been back since to do a CE5, but I've done private ones. Like in a couple weeks, I'm going to be going out there again for about a week on the Outer Banks.
Oh, cool.
Mhm.
Great.
Go out at night and do CE5, and this was just a couple people, and here this thing comes right over, and it was this red orange, but it was like you could tell it was living. It was like a living organism, like it was alive as it moved along, and
Yes.
it was like a conscious living technology. So that's why I call these. So they're
Yeah.
conscious nano bio machines, and they're
Yes.
when they're not fully in this dimension, they can appear more like a plasma energy field. That's why in World War II they were called Foo Fighters,
Yeah.
because they looked like a fire or a plasma that would fly around. And Foo was a bastardization of the French and German FEU, faux, of foo, for fire, which means fire in that language. And the English and Americans called it Foo, F-O-O, and that's what the Foo Fighters were. I mean, there is a rock band, but the actual original Foo Fighters were these same kinds of objects you're describing flying around our aircraft in World War II, where they were trying to check out, what are these murderous monkeys doing now, but
Cool. If then I'll send
a
you
little bit of history there.
I'll send to Pat then just a very short of the one at that place and the one at this.
Yeah, just the best zoomed clips.
Like,
of them. Yeah, so I can just look at get a look at
5 seconds of each one so you can see.
Yeah, that'd be
Thanks
great.
for talking
All right.
about that.
Yeah, thanks.